Well, I would love to answer almost any question that you have to ask me. So if you have a question, just raise your hand. Hand on heart. Sir, first question. What role do I think that I've learned the most from? Probably being a father. I think that's going to be, a lot for me today. But I'm assuming you talk in acting, you learn for every single role you do. The insane thing is that, you get taught different skills for different movies, and I have an armada of deadly skills that I can never use in real life. They train me up on the Morse Prince, they train me up to do a reverse 180 in the Mercedes G-Wagon, and then had the insanity to actually let me execute it, which was a lot of fun, in the streets of Moscow. We were shooting Dread, and I learned how to ride a motorbike fast. And that was good fun too. They blocked off the streets in Cape Town where we were shooting the chase sequence, and there's all these cops that are, lining up the blocked off streets, and I'm absolutely gunning it on this motorbike. And it's one of the few times in your life you can really gun it past the cop with impunity. I'm all, if there's any law enforcement officers here, I'm all for upholding the law. Just put that out there. Yeah, sir.
In your preparation to play Dr. McCoy, did you find it difficult to play a character that's been so well established by DeForest Kelly? And what kind of preparation did you go to kind of be your own McCoy, but play respect to DeForest Kelly?
Oh, thank you. That's a great question. The gentleman, in case you didn't hear, the gentleman asked me what kind of preparation did I do to play McCoy, and was it somewhat of an intimidating prospect to step into that role? The answer is yes, it definitely was. I was a fan of Star Trek growing up as a kid. I watched it with my dad, and I watched it with my sons. And so I certainly approached the role with the greatest respect. And I thought, I just loved what DeForest Kelly had done so wonderfully well for all those years. And, to have the opportunity to present a younger version of what that character would be I just felt blessed and honored. And that being said, I have to say that there were definitely times when I was filming the first film where there were sort of degrees of levels of anxiety and apprehension and a few sleepless nights, because I didn't really know where that line was. I did not want to do an imitation, but I felt that as a long-term Star Trek fan, it was really super important that the audience that went into that theatre saw a character that was recognizably Bones. So it was about sort of, I guess, just sort of feeling out what the essence of that character was, and then, cherry picking just a few things, and then sort of incorporating that into what my version of that character would be. And I have to say, by the time the second film, I think everybody was feeling a lot more comfortable, and we sort of, it was like, right, now we've got the ball and we're going to run with it, and we did, and we had a blast. And I can't wait. We're going to shoot another one beginning of next year, I think, sometime in the first half of next year. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm really looking forward to that. Thanks for your question. Yeah.
So it's Stallone played Dread. He took the helmet off, but when you played, you left it on. Whose idea was to leave it on, and how did you feel about that?
Whose idea was it to leave the helmet on and Dread? Well, here's the thing. I didn't read many graphic novels growing up, but Dread was one that I did read. Dread and Frank Miller's Dark Knight, Dark Knight Returns was, I loved those stories. I loved the world of Dread. I loved him as an anti-hero. Sometimes he was a villain, sometimes he was a hero. I loved the humor, the irony, and sort of satirical nature of Dread. So when I heard that they were going to have another crack very, very interested. And I read the script by Alex Garland and just thought it was a firecracker. It was contained, it was fast-paced, high-octane, and it presented a sort of no punches kind of vision of the Dredd world. And most importantly for me, when I got to the end of reading the script, I realized that Dredd kept the helmet on, and to my mind, that was the only way to do the character, because that's the way that he was written in the comics, bar like one or two frames you actually got to see his face in the comic when he retired from being a judge. So it made sense to me, and I went into a meeting with the filmmakers in LA, and they said, so you're okay with doing this film with wearing your helmet the entire time? And I said, mate, I wouldn't be here having this meeting if I read the script, and on page 30, Dredd takes his helmet off. So I think that they were hugely relieved that they weren't going to suddenly be faced with a situation where an actor's going to go, oh, you know what, I'm a bit tired, take the helmet off, and, do whatever. Not me. Right.
So, did you actually pursue the role of Dr. McCoy? Did someone help you say,
Did I pursue the role of Dr. McCoy? Yes, I did. When I heard that they were rebooting Star Trek, I was interested, so I took a bunch of meetings. I met with a few of the executives over at Paramount to signal my interest, and then I met with J.J. Abrams. And I thought the meeting went horrible. I walked in there and sat down, and after a few pleasantries about Lost and our mutual mocking of our friend John Monahan, who he had just killed off. JJ didn't, but they killed the story. And JJ turns to me and goes, so do you have any questions about what we're doing? I went, yeah, I do actually. I'm really thrilled about this. Can you tell me what's the story? I'm super excited. I can't tell you. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I got no questions. Thanks. It was me when I walked out the door. I could have asked him anything. I could have asked him about his hair product. I don't know. But so I thought, okay, when I left that meeting, I thought, well, that was that. And about 4 weeks later, we got an invitation to read for JJ for the character of Holmes. And that was, I have to say, probably one of the high points in my career, even though it wasn't something that was filmed to be shown to an audience. It was one of those situations that you go into something and you're prepared and you knock it out of the park. And I was literally halfway through doing my audition, and I hear this laughter, and it's JJ, and I'm thinking, what the? Is he laughing at me? And it suddenly occurred to me that it was me and what I was doing, because I hadn't done theatre in a long time, and I kind of wasn't used to that live response. And I got to the end of the take, and he goes, oh yeah, that's it, that's Bones. And literally I walked out of there, and I knew within like an hour and a half that it was, boom, you're in. So it happened that quickly, and I tell you, I couldn't feel more privileged and honoured to be a part of that family, because there's all such really, truly wonderful people, from JJ to Brian Burke, the incredible cast of writers, Roberto Orsi, Alex Kurtzman. I mean, just a really wonderful company to be involved with, and we're like family. And even though we've only done 3 films, I look at the camaraderie of the next generation, and we have that same kind of camaraderie. And I'm super excited to see where we go from here and what we do with the story. Bob Orsi is directing the next movie, and you guys want to know what it's about? Yeah. Can't tell you. Space. Fun from TV. And look, you guys should come on tonight. We're doing this next generation panel tonight, and I don't. This is the only one I'm ever going to moderate. This is not my thing, but I just want to come and hear these guys talk, and because I've gotten to know these guys a little bit through doing these things and